What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today it's playoff time. But before we get to the playoffs, let's check out these stats. Rich Gannon, he had the #1 quarterback rating in the NFL. Also had the most passing yards at 4,851. When it comes to passing touchdowns, Brad Johnson of the Buccaneers. That Buccaneers offense was doing some things right. Known for their defense in this game. 34 touchdown passes for him. Jamal Lewis, 1,800 yards to tops the NFL, followed by LaDainian Tomlinson, Green, McAllister, and Fred T. Then you got Tomlinson with the most touchdowns. Alexander after him, Green, and Johnson. And then you got Porter and Jerry Rice, #1 and #2 in receptions. I told you there would be times where I just force feed the ball to Porter for a couple of reasons. Want to develop him, but also he was the best receiver on the roster. And then you got Porter with yards on top, followed by Bruce Owens, Rice Smith, and Eric Moulds. Touchdown passes go to McCardell, then Porter, then Booker, then Joe Horn, Torrey Holt, and then Eric Moulds with 10. O-line, we're not getting no love on the O-line with pancake blocks because we did not visit IHOP that much here with the Oakland Raiders. Derek Smith led the league in tackles with a $146. That's a lot of tackles, but he's not going to the Pro Bowl. We have one guy on the defense side going to the Pro Bowl, and it was my user the whole season. That is Mr. Derek Gibson. Baja Billionaire's brother going to the Pro Bowl as well for those Green Bay Packers. Terrence Newman with the most interceptions with 10 of those things. Absolutely filthy numbers. Filthy. So we are the #1 seed in the AFC, followed by the Broncos, Titans, Ravens, Browns, and Jets. The Buccaneers, Rams, Cowboys, Seahawks, Eagles, and Bears are going to the postseason in the NFC. Wild card weekend, the Ravens over the Browns, the Cowboys over the Eagles, the Broncos fall to the Jets, and the Seahawks did not survive versus the Bears. So the divisional round, it is the Oakland Raiders taking on those New York Jets. Jets. It should be a good one. Chad Pennington is healthy, and if he could have stayed relatively healthy his whole career, maybe the Jets would have been in the postseason a little bit more during his time in the NFL. Obviously, he did help that Wildcat attack with the Miami Dolphins get to the playoffs. But, of course, that was the year that Tom Brady suffered his ACL tear. So he has Santana Moss, the little boss that could. He is his main target, and we're going to try our best to keep him in check with that speed and his route running ability. It might be a little bit difficult, but our offense is top-notch, and I do not fear no gangrene. Gannon looking downfield, still looking to find Porter. That's a nice catch right there, but he fumbles. But we are there for the recovery. 2nd down and 4, we go to the air. Gannon looking, still looking, trying to do something with the football. He fumbles it, and we go backwards on the sack. So 3rd down and 14 now. Our 3rd straight pass play. Gonna take a shot deep, and we overthrow Porter by Billy Eyelash. So our rushing attack is 31st in the country, or in the NFL, I should say. But we got to run the ball a little bit more consistently than just 3, straight passes to open up the ball game. That's Curtis, my favorite, Martin. Gets this one up past the 30-yard line. Now they're going to throw it. That pass is caught, and that's a 1st down. They're inside the 20 now. Curtis Martin to the left side. He's going to pick up the 1st down, and he gets us one inside the 5. So can our defense get a stop? Martin trying to turn the corner, and, Gibson coming up strong from that strong safety spot. Then they run the ball, and Bila Mila is there for the stop. Now Pennington throws it to the end zone, and that pass is caught out of the back of the end zone, so the Oakland Raiders with their early goal line stand. So the Jets, they do put up 3 up on the board. We're looking downfield. I was looking for Rice, but we held onto the ball too long, and John Abraham, he gets in there for the sack. Farkas to the right side, going backwards. 3rd down and 15. Gannon's looking, still looking. And that pass nearly intercepted. As of right now, we have -8 yards of total offense. We're one of the best offenses in the league, especially our passing attack. Again, our rushing attack was 31st, but that second half of the season, it was probably better. If you discount the last 8 games of the season, it might have been in the top maybe 15 possibly. Chad Pennington a little bit shaken up, so bring in Bollinger. That's right, Bollinger's a backup quarterback, and Gibson off of the edge, laying the lumber. 3rd down and 7. Bollinger throws it, and that pass will fall incomplete. So we take over up the gut with Fargas. Got to keep this defense honest. Gain of 3 right there. We'll take that. Gonna throw it to Zach Crockett. He makes the catch. So 3rd down and 2. Gannon looking, Gannon rolling, Gannon throwing, and just we are just playing kind of funky right now. I can't call it, but there's a fumble. Walker forces it, Buchanan scoops it and scores it, and we have the lead. As Walker's shaking up, we probably shouldn't have the lead. We probably should be down because the Jets offensively have outplayed us, but hey, it's a, full team game. Got defense and special teams on the roster for a reason. 3rd down and 9, Pennington throws as he's back into the ball game, and I did not help Seawood right there. I was supposed to play that too high safety look, and I came down and I left Seawood on an island. So 2nd down and inches, now they're going to give it to Lamont Jordan. He would be a Raider in real life. Will he be one in this game next season? So start the 2nd quarter, the Jets have it inside the red zone. Curtis Martin, Gibson is a man on a mission. 2nd down and 7, Pennington throws it to the end zone, broken up by Gibson. A one-man wrecking crew back there at strong safety. They run the ball, and they're going to settle for a field goal. I don't think they even thought they were going to get that. Curtis Martin is my guy. One of my favorite running backs from way back in the day, but no, not versus this defense. Not up the gut like that. So they settle for a field goal. 7-3 is the score. 1st down and 10. We're going to run that ball with Fargas, and Fargas has a 1st down, breaks a tackle, and we're up to the Raiders' 40-yard line. 1st down and 10, give it to Fargas again. Can't get out of that tackle. And down we go. Gannon throws it to the flat, caught by Fargas. Gets us past the original line of scrimmage. We're 0 for 3 on 3rd down, but it's 3rd down and 3. Quick pass by Gannon, and Curry coming through in the clutch. We're used to that in the Bay Area, but it's usually Curry wearing 30 and playing basketball. That pass caught by Porter, and Porter's going to have a decent game. They're going back to the air. We're going to find Fargas, who has turned into a very good receiving back, but he fumbles the football, and Teague is loose. Teague crosses midfield. Fargas is giving chase, and he finally catches up to him at the Raiders' 30-yard line. But we will challenge this one, and I think it's close. And I think that maybe it should still be a fumble, but hey, I'm happy that it's not ruled a fumble. We take over. We're going to take a shot deep, and that pass will fall incomplete. So we will run the ball. Fargas going to turn the corner, has great speed, showing off that speed there, and has a 1st down inside the Jets' 20-yard line. So we're in the red zone. We're going to run the ball to the right side, and again, now, his speed is remarkable. Tyrone Wheatley would have been tackled for an 8-yard loss on that play. Wheatley up the gut for a gain of around 2. So 3rd down and very manageable. We throw it to Mr. Doug Jolly. And we have a 1st down and a fresh set of downs. So we give the ball to Fargas, and Fargas gets into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. And we finally scored on offense, and it's 14-6. So give our defense, give our special teams unit credit. But now it's time for the offense to keep the momentum going and to keep on adding to that scoreboard. 2nd down and 9. Curtis Martin gets the carry, and big Ted Washington, the teddy bear, gets in there for the stop. That pass caught by Wayne Crebec, gets away from Buchanan, brought down by Rod Woodson. Rod Woodson, Gannon, Tim Brown, Washington on the D-line, and of course Jay Rice. This could be their last game if we don't win this thing. We're going to send Napoleon Harris on the blitz, gets to Chad Pennington, 3rd down and 16. They throw it to the right side, caught by Wayne Crebec again and again. He beats Philip Buchanan, who's been relegated to the nickel spot, as Namdi is now on the opposite side of Charles Woodson. Pennington throws it to the left side. That pass caught by McCarrons. There goes Namdi with the stop. 1st and 5 with 1:47 on the clock. They give the ball to Curtis Martin. He's going backwards. Smith gets in there for the stop. 2nd down and 8 as the Jets hurry back to the line of scrimmage, and Baja Bilamila with the interception. And we have this one up to the 45-yard line, acting like an American Ninja Warrior. 2nd down and 5, play fake. Gannon throws it to Doug Jolly, and Doug Jolly is not going to be able to hang on to that one. So 3rd down and 5, Gannon throws a sidearm to Jerry Rice, and that pass is broken up. So 55 seconds on the clock for the Jets, and Crebec doing work. He was one of my favorite receivers. I like me some Keyshawn too, but Keyshawn had his attitude problem. So I love me some Wayne Crebec with the no gloves, no accessories at all, out there with naked arms, making all kinds of plays. Martin to the right side, picks up a decent game. Chad Pennington, 13 of 16 so far today. And that pass, though, will fall incomplete. Namdi bats it away as we head to the second half of play. So great job by Namdi right there. He's way bigger than Phillip Buchanan, but he's not as fast, and sometimes that comes back to hurt him. But I believe he's a much better defensive football player. Phillip Buchanan does add some with the punt return game. Martin up the gut, gets away from Gibson and picks up a first down. Martin gets brought down by Gibson, who's still on his tackling mission right now. Pennington to the left side, going to find Wayne Corbett, brought down by Buchanan. So 3rd down and 3. They're going to run the ball, and no. Smith yet again with the stop on 3rd and short. So Fargas gets the carry. And this is one of his best games running. The consistency of the ground game is what's most impressive because we've had runs like that, but we haven't been able to sustain them throughout the whole ball game. So we have 95 total offensive yards. That's not great, but somehow we have the lead and tack on 10 of that total as Tim Brown makes the catch for the first down. Now Tyrone Wheatley, he rumbles for a gain of 9. Give it to Mr. Wheatley again, and the Michigan man breaks a tackle and has a Raiders first down inside the Jets 25. Gonna go deep, caught! Teo Johnson, the second-year man from Stanford with a playoff touchdown reception. Jordan getting loose, and Lamont Jordan up past the 40-yard line. So 1st down and 10. Toss play to Martin. Martin going to get met by Getsu. Number 36 has been a heat-seeking missile. He keeps finding his target. Martin to the left side, brought down by Rod Woodson. Both safeties getting busy. 3rd down, Gibson and company is there for the stop. Napoleon Harris helped Gibson bring down Martin. And this defense continues to fly around and make plays as the Jets defense is doing the same. I believe that was Barton, the X-Raider, with the stop right there. Gannon looking downfield, still looking. He's going to direct Tim Brown to go upfield, but he gets hit before he can let that pass fly. And we get the ball right back to the Jets. Martin gets away from... He got away from Baja Bilamili, but he won't get away from Gibson. Another stop for him. They're going to throw it underneath. Caught by Wayne Corbett, brought down by Buchanan. We've been saying that all day as well. Pennington throws it, and that pass dropped. So we take over. We're going to give it to Fargas, and the blocking was beautiful. Gain of 9 right there. Give it to Zach Crockett. Get your fullbacks involved, and that's going to be a first down. I formation. Going to give it to Tyrone Wheatley. And since that first possession where we had 3 pass plays and no first downs, we've been running the ball very, very well. Going to throw it to Fargas out of the backfield. Setting up 3rd down and relatively short. Gannon going to move that spy over ever so slightly to have a lane to throw it to Tim Brown, who makes the catch there. We know Tim Brown wants to make it back to the Super Bowl after what happened versus the Bucks. Yeah, I think we all remember that. Anyways, that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter of play. Let's head to the 4th, up by 15. So 3rd down with 3 for 8 so far. Looking for Mr. Porter. He gets open, and that's going to be a first down. Gannon fires it. Caught by Porter yet again. Keep feeding the man. 2nd down and 3. We're hoping that his overall will go up for next season. I think we all are hoping that. We go up the gut. That's a first down. Our formation, 2 receivers to the right. Our tight end, Jolly, to the left. He got beat by John Abraham. Can't really blame him. Most tacklers have a hard time blocking John Abraham. Gannon looking downfield. He's going to have to throw this one away, and he does just that. So 3rd down. Can we get this one to the end zone? No, it's intercepted by Abraham. We were looking for Jay Rice, who still does not have a catch today. He is one of the greatest receivers. He is the greatest receiver of all time, but we haven't been able to get him the ball as Rod Woodson forces the fumble, I believe, and Charles Woodson jumps on top of that thing. Excuse me, it was Nomley that forced it out of there, but they're going to say that McCarron's knee was down. So it's going to be 2nd down and 3 now for the Jets. Pennington to the left side fires it. McCarron makes the catch right there. Martin going to try to get loose. And Martin, he's going to get away from Gibson and picks up a first down. It's been Martin tied to Gibson all day long and Corbett tied to Buchanan all game long. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Looking downfield for Corbett, and he's brought down by Phillip Buchanan, like I said. And Chad is hurt again. He already left the game earlier today. And so bring back in Bollinger. I guess that injury bug still strikes, even though it's not too serious. Hopefully this one isn't too serious as well. But Bollinger going down. Hamilton with the sack makes you want to sing a musical. He's going to fire this one. That pass broken up by Seawood. Nice coverage right there on Santana. But then right there, the original sin of leaving Charles one-on-one when they go deep to Santana. Strikes again. 4 catches for $122 plus a touchdown. So they're going to go for 2 to try to make it a 7-point ball game. They come out with the 11 personnel to run the ball, and Gibson and Charles Woodson are there for the stop. So they got to go for the onside kick, and there goes Mr. Rice. Jerry Rice gets his hands on the football on the onside kick recovery. Had a decent return. And look at Fargas finding the lane and running through there with power. And he picks up 8. We give it to Fargas again, and that's going to be a first down. So time is ticking under 2:40, so this should take us to a 2-minute warning, and it will. But we get brought down in the backfield. So 2 minutes on the clock. Tyrone Wheatley just to pound a rock at him. And that's going to result in a gain of just 1. 3rd down and 10. They have 2 timeouts left. We're going to run the ball with Fargas to try to take away at least one more timeout. And we do just that, but now we got to set up for a field goal, 64 accuracy. The kick is up, and I thought that should have been good, and I thought it should have been good, but it's not. So 21-12 is still the score. Hamilton with the pressure there. Bollinger still in that quarterback. This might be tough for him to do. Just throw that touchdown pass to Santana, but there goes Harris with the interception. 1 first down will end it. We give it to Fargas, and Fargas will pick it up. I think today was his best rushing day because he had multiple runs that went over 10 yards, multiple runs that got us in the 2nd down and short, and that's exactly what you want from your rushing attack, and that's exactly what we got. Passing attack was awful, was not good at all, but rushing attack, 24 carries for Fargas, $111. No receptions for Jerry, and I'm guessing many of y'all probably around the same age as me. We remember when Jerry Rice had that streak of not having a game where he didn't catch a pass, and it went on for years. Like it was like a decade and a half worth of games where he did not catch a pass. I believe it came down to a game with the Raiders where he didn't catch a pass one Sunday. Forget who they're playing, but that's what my memory is telling me. But anyways, we move on, and it is just a video game, and I try to get the ball to Rice, and maybe I try to get him the ball a little bit too much with that interception in the red zone to Abraham. But we move on, the Bucks move on, the Ravens move on, and the Rams move on. So it's going to be the Ravens and the Raiders, or the Rams and the Bucks. I mean, it is the Ravens and the Raiders, and it is the Rams and the Bucks. But one of those 4 teams, what I'm trying to say, will make it to the Super Bowl. Their offense is 88 overall, and we know why. They can run the ball. They have the number 1 rushing attack in the NFL. That defense, number 2 in total defense, number 1 versus the run, number 12 versus the pass. So you already know, maybe, just maybe, we have to attack that pass. Our rush defense is top 5 as well, at number 4. So it might be strength on strength for us versus them, our defense versus their rushing attack, but then weakness on strength when it comes to their passing defense. But again, they got Ed Reed back there. So is it really a weakness? Probably not. They probably had a bunch of leads during the season, going 10-6, and of course winning these 2 playoff games. So they probably gave up some passing yards by teams trying to come back. So we could take that with a grain of salt, that number 12 ranking that could easily be in the top 10. But anyways, that is going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. And until we meet again, my friends, peace, love, hot sauce.